It is. Okay. Good there. Good there. We're gonna see how this goes. See how it all goes. We're gonna listen in to. We're gonna listen in on one that I've been wanting to get into because I've been listening to it for a little bit. What's up, Ark? Content, baby. Content.
Who are you pro-life for? My state? My country? What?
Well, that's what you asked for. My
No, we're talking about women's bodily autonomy. Who are you pro-life for?
Can you hear okay? Let me know if their audio level is good.
Everybody. I don't understand what you mean by that.
What do you think this conversation is about?
What's up, Pete?
I believe that the conversation is that you would allow healthcare decisions that you believe should be allowed all 9 months of pregnancy.
Right. And do you understand that we're talking about the right to get an abortion?
They are mumbling. Peter, how's their audio sound,
and the right
Pete?
to do so because we are US holders?
Yes.
Okay. So when I ask you who you're pro-life for, why do I feel like you're on Mars and I'm not? What's happening?
I know at least one person has bad audio.
Saying that we
What up, Darkopter?
have rights given to us by the government.
No, we a lack of rights. But go ahead.
And that would definitely start in our states and move on to federal laws.
Can you just answer my question? Because this is getting annoying.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be annoying.
Yeah, why are you up here? Like, what's the point?
Oh my God. People are already being like
you
shitty.
Asked for requests for pro-life people.
Yeah, to have a conversation.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm like walking through mud. I feel like I'm in quicksand. Like it's like ugh.
Are we in the Twilight Zone or
converse, talk. What who are you pro-life for? Like the women, the babies, the children, save the children, feed the kids that don't have lunches at school. Donate socks.
I have nothing else to say, so I'm going to be mean and shitty. Bleh, I entertain people. Bleh.
I'm a woman. I have a uterus, and people shouldn't tell us what to do. Yeah. Like what? What the hell? What's happening?
Yeah, all of that. Sure.
Well, all of that. Those are my words. You can't use my words. Use your own words.
Yeah, for everybody, for men, women, and children.
Yeah, men don't get pregnant. Children get.
So the topic of the debate. The topic of the debate is 100% of unwanted pregnancies are all caused by men. So I wanted to have my say.
Oh my God. I think we got off on the wrong canoe. You are a canoer, and I am not a canoer. I don't like going in canoes. I don't like in the water. I'm on the motorcycle, and you're on the canoe.
I am on the canoe.
You are on the canoe. You're on the canoe with a J. I'm on the motorcycle with the ball, and I don't know what's happening.
I don't get it.
Well,
I don't know what's happening, honestly.
I mean, initially we're gonna have different views on things. That's why you're asking for oppositional requests. So.
Right.
No, but I'm looking for a conversation, and I feel like I mean, I'm slightly elevated. Are you so elevated you don't know what's happening in the conversation? Are you elevated as well?
Elevated as well?
No.
But
smash the like button, guys. Smash that bitch. Let's go.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't infringe on anybody else's right to life.
Okay, so what was up with this whole border thing in your state, your country? That sounded very like I'm protecting the borders, very like I'm worried about the borders.
No, no.
Yeah, so I'll just mute that real quick. 100. Yeah, the topic at hand is 100% of all unwanted pregnancies are caused by men. That is the. Oh, and subtitle: pro-choice all 9 months.
Well, it was weird that you said that regarding my state, my country, because it was saying I'm very much concerned about the borders, which is not of my concern at all.
No,
not at all. Like these, like so far in the concern is like from here to the farthest in the galaxy, it's incomprehensible. I mean,
if this were my life, I would probably be like, this is cool. I just need to get into a more deeper discussion. Can we move on? I want to bring someone else up. Like that's where I would be with this person. I don't want them to stop talking, but like, come on. Thanks, Pac-Man. Physically, yes. Mentally, no. I guess, like, but things are more complicated than that most times. But not 100%.
What I mean by that is the people that reside in those places that are allowed or disallowed to do certain things. So that's like the top number one piece to everything is the legality plea, I guess.
What state are you in?
I'm in Michigan.
Okay. What are the laws and what's going on in Michigan? Because right now I can't remember right now what Michigan is.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure because I just moved here, but I'm from Montana originally.
But you're pro-life, so you don't want women in your state to have access, or you do?
I don't understand this. Every time this comes up, well, you are pro-life, so that means you want this. Like, it doesn't mean that, and it's so short-sighted to think that if I say this, if you are this, then you have to say this. Like, the world is just incredibly nuanced, and it's not black and white. And even these people would have to admit that.
A doctor, if I don't know, you broke an arm, broke a leg, cut a finger.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think that women who are pregnant deserve health care?
If they're preserving life, yeah.
Why? Well, what about
go ahead. That's why
go ahead, Deanna. I interrupted. I shouldn't have. Go ahead. You got this, Deanna.
So if a person is pregnant and the child, and it's a child, do you feel that they deserve health care?
Do children deserve health care? Yeah.
Okay, but that's not what I asked. I said, if a child under the age of 18 is pregnant, do you feel that they deserve health care?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what she said.
What about a person that's over the age of 21?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say the host doesn't feel that they're in a very...
Why do people keep calling mothers hosts? What is that? Host?
I said host. Do you believe that they deserve health care?
I'm sorry, are you replacing the word human with host? Or like,
well, that's what a woman is. A woman is a host because the fetus is in her body.
But that would imply that this would be some kind of parasitic type of relationship.
Well,
nope, don't even say it. Oh
but
my God.
It's more of a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, it's a symbiotic one. It's not a parasitic one.
No.
These people are dumb.
It does act in a parasitic manner.
No, it doesn't.
So Deanna you are right in making that conclusion.
A child isn't a parasite. It is an organism living symbiotically with the mother.
You are correct in saying it does act, and making that conclusion to it acting in a parasitic manner is correct. It does, absolutely, and we are the host to said acting parasitic manner, 100%.
No.
So, Deanna, I guess I would ask, the definition of parasite would mean that they are separate species. So how is that
We didn't say it was a parasite. We said it acts in a parasitic manner.
Doesn't though.
In what way?
Does the fetus have an umbilical cord that's attached to the uterus?
Yes.
Does the fetus get nutrients?
I don't think you want these people dictating, like they're the exact opposite side of the spectrum of like pro-life. Like you don't want these people defining these terms in this way. They want to tell you that a mother is a host. They want to tell you that the unborn child is it has a parasitic relationship. Like this is, I mean, it was very, very weird. Very weird. What's up, Metastep?
Well, regardless, well, I mean, even if it did, first of all, the big question was how would it give it back? Number one. And number two, even if it did give something back, it would not compare to the damage that fetus does to the woman's body in its entirety.
So going back,
hair loss, teeth loss, possible heart damage, diabetes, high blood pressure, all of those things that do happen to us.
So going back to my original question, a host that is in a domestic situation is pregnant. She wants to obviously make her choice that she said that she does not want to have the fetus for whatever reason. Does she deserve health care?
She deserves health care, which would be preserving life and limb. Yeah. So basically, you're pro-choice. You're pro-life with exceptions. What? And we obviously we all know.
So the only reasons that she gives exceptions is when a woman has her foot in the grave and when she gets assaulted. So again, we don't know who she's really pro-life for.
Yeah, that's I was trying to get that figured out, but yeah.
She can't articulate it.
I feel like I'm articulating it.
Yeah, you're not really. It's weird that you think people deserve health care, but they have to fall into certain parameters for you to grant them this health care.
No,
in your mind, for them to deserve the health care.
Well, healthcare is preservation of life and limb.
Exactly. So let me point this out to you really quickly, Ray, and for all 120 people or so in here. When you tell us that you will give a person an abortion to save their life when their life is at risk, it's healthcare. And then when I tell you that a woman has to have an abortion because if she doesn't have one, she's going to unalive herself because she is not okay because she's severely depressed.
That's no. That to me, that's a cop out. I mean, there's so much wrong with that. And I don't believe for a second that that's the norm. I don't believe for a second that that's a norm. That people are doing this at any like specific rate that we need to be like alarmed. Like, I mean, one is too many, but like, I can't stand this crap.
Could possibly
What's up, Prismatics?
fail. And we know that it's not our place to tell other women what they should and should not do.
Shouldn't tell me what to do
their
either.
Body.
Why you tell me what to do?
As opposed to you, who just says, "Yeah, I'll make an excuse for you."
And this is how they're talking to another woman, mind you. They're talking to another woman like this.
That's really horrible. You're just not a girl's girl. You just don't really care.
Okay.
You want to know the business. You want to know what happened. What did you do? How sick are you? And then maybe I'll determine, are you 80% ill? Maybe you can get some help. Or were you responsible? Were you irresponsible? Yeah.
Opinions matter except when it's against what I believe.
Before I drop you? No? Okay, bye.
I felt like I was on a different planet with that situation.
I can only deal with a pro-life woman so long.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be a girl's girl and let us live our lives, viva la vulva, go away.
Cringe.
I still
weird. Like you sound so chill. You sound so chill. Yeah, let's have a couple
It is
cocktails.
prismatic.
Let's chill out. Let's chill out by the campfire until I tell you, yeah. I think you are not a good person and you should not get health care. Okay.
Mouse, I still laugh at that one guy who
Viva la
couldn't tell the
vulva.
difference between
Viva
a
la
vulva
vulva.
and a Volvo.
Yeah, like
I'm screaming.
while we're sitting around the campfire,
Or maybe is it this one?
Friend, stand up. I might push you in. Next person that we're going to talk to, who's pro-life? Yeah, pro-life. Be pro-life for the ones that are here. Go donate some socks. Chippy. Chippy's right here. Be pro-life. Exactly. Push. Oops, you tripped. Oh, there goes my foot. Oopsie.
Give him a peanut.
No, my dog wants to.
Yeah, it's pretty weird, man.
I
Pretty
love
weird.
Oh, no bosniferous.
All right, who's coming up? Who's coming up? Who's coming up? Who's going to be brought up? Who do we bring up? Who do we bring up? Who do we bring up? I don't even know. There's something about a name of donkey in my freaking chat, in my gutsy ghost. We got rats. We've got Nicholas Sloan. We've got oh my God. I need a moderator to bring up somebody. I don't know. I'm literally, there's too many people. I can't figure it out. Bitter woman. I'm sweet. I'm sweet like sugar. You just are jealous because you don't have me as your friend. Hey, 2 people. Holy I know. It's okay. We got it. Nicholas. Oh, God. Thank you very much. Thank you. I couldn't do it. Nicholas, how old are you, please?
Yeah, she's nasty. Wait, I want to hear.
Hi. 24. Do you have any kids?
I do not.
Okay.
Well, you don't matter then.
Life.
I would consider myself pro-life.
Okay. How come you don't have any kids yet?
I'm just trying to figure out, the right situation for everything. I've been with my fiance for almost. Well, we've been dating for 7 years now, and we're both, just trying to make sure that we get our careers straight and everything.
Okay. That sounds like a
What
legitimate
if sugar
reason.
is acid, then I would agree.
Reason. Okay. So, who are you pro-life for?
What do you mean by that?
That's your stance. I'm
Yeah,
pro-life. You're pro-life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
like you're Republican. Oh, if you're a Republican, I'm not a Democrat. Don't identify as anything. But like if you are like you're a man, I'm a woman. You're a whatever. I'm a this. I'm pro-choice. I know what I stand for. You're pro-life. Who do you stand for? Who do you worry about? Say it. Say it with your whole chest.
Oh my God, lady, shut up.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You worry about all the women and the children, right? Worried about all the women and the children?
I was just confused about your question. But yeah, I mean, I would say the children mainly. Yeah.
Children. Okay. So which children? Because we know children get pregnant. So the children that get pregnant, or the children that you guys call, the babies, the children inside the children. Which children are we talking about? I need to know. Which children?
I would say the majority of the children that are being affected would be the babies, right?
Okay, the babies. Okay, so the babies. So are you a pro-lifer that gives exceptions? The 2 exceptions, if you're gonna unalive the mom, or if it's gonna be essay or grape.
Oh.
Or are you?
Yeah. So I'm sorry.
Or you give no exceptions.
Well, honestly, this is something that I've only recently kind of started looking into.
Oh boy!
I also wanted to say that.
Shut.
What?
Hang on.
Why can't these people let others talk?
We're looking into, and you've been with your girlfriend for 7 years. You're kidding, right?
Yeah. We've been together for 7 years.
Have you? Can I just ask you a question? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. You do not have to answer this question if you don't want to. Are you guys absent?
Are you? Oh no.
Yikes. Okay. Deanna,
What do
you have a question?
Okay.
What?
I'm just confused on what you're like. What you're trying to say? So, I haven't really looked into it as much lately. Lately I have been looking into it a little bit more, I guess. And I also just want to say that like anything that I say, I don't mean to like be offensive or anything. I like talking to people with different opinions and just having a good conversation about things.
Yep, that's fine. No, you're fine.
But yeah, so with me and my fiance, of course we take the right precautions and everything. But we know that is still a possibility, and we feel like that if
How
that
many
was to
close
happen, we'd be okay in that situation. You know what I mean?
how many
Like if she
close
was to
calls
get pregnant or something.
how many close calls have you guys had?
How is that any of your business?
Um, probably I don't know, 2 or 3. I would say not many.
So
Over 7 years, you know.
So in the event that something happens with she got pregnant, you guys would be ready to you'd be ready.
Yeah. I mean, we both still work and everything right now. But we're just trying to, advance a little further and get all of our ducks in a row, I guess you could say.
Sure, and that's legitimate. So are you telling me that but if you got pregnant today, would you guys be ready to have a baby?
Yeah. Yeah, we would still be fine.
You would still be fine. Is that something that she's okay with too?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it. We want to do it within the next couple of years. But we feel like if something happened, then we would still be fine.
Okay. So again, so now that we've gotten that out of the way and we've talked about your fiance or your girlfriend or whatever you want to call her,
Yeah.
I can understand why you are worried about, her and you care about her.
Radish
But why are
Feast.
you worried about everybody else?
So we do every now and then we do TikTok debates where I hop into lives for TikTok, and I'm trying to get in on this live right now. I think it's a mistake, but we'll see.
Become our girls or anybody.
But this is the perfect because I'm trying to make a video that really illustrates the problem with how discourse works surrounding topics like this, and these guys will be perfect fodder for that.
Really, sort of, kind of, pretty much to the point. Don't you think?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Don't you think that's kind of weird?
Well, I don't really think of it that way.
You
I
should.
think of it as
You should. You should.
Oh, you should tell me how I think I should think.
Yeah.
I really think y'all should do that.
Wait.
I really think you really should start doing that because I think it's very hard that people don't think about it that way.
So here's my question. I have a 19-year-old niece. Why do you care what she does?
Don't.
I mean, I don't really care what she does per se. I mean, I don't know who it is, obviously. I just think that's a morally right thing.
Why morals?
This guy's based.
Hold on. We don't talk about morals because your morals are different than my morals.
We don't talk about morals.
See, my morals, like to me, like, why isn't your girlfriend married to you after 7 years? Like morally, like, I mean, I don't really think this way, but morally, if I did, like, wouldn't you be like, what do you mean? Why are you putting those morals on me? I can be with her for 7 years, but somebody could maybe make up some crazy morals and be like,
Here's a weird thing that people don't realize. It's 100% okay to talk about things that you think might be beneficial to society and not have other people follow them. It's totally okay to do that. But people like this trick you into believing that having a moral framework and talking about that is somehow forcing it onto other people. It's the biggest lie perpetuated right now, or it's one of the biggest lies. Don't believe it. It's okay to talk about your morals and don't let people fool you otherwise. The end.
I mean, pro-life rallies. I mean, I'm not that far into it, or anything. I'm just kind of getting other people's opinions on it. So, can I just ask you a quick question, really fast? It's really the reason that I even got on here.
Why wouldn't he be able to ask a question?
What does it have
That's
to?
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm concerned about what you think you're going to ask me right now.
I was just going to ask about what you have on the thing here because I was just scrolling out seeing it.
Oh, sure. Okay, go ahead. Last time somebody phrased it that way. I always get nervous when you guys do this to me. If you know, you know. Because I just got one thing I want to ask you. You know what they do. You know. You know what
I don't know.
No, you might not know, but I know. Sav knows. Jeannie knows. You guys know. And this is nothing against you, Nicholas. And I really hope you don't prove me right. Be the change.
No, I'm not.
Raven, you know. It's, yeah. Y'all literally, you'd be like, why are you such a... Yeah. Nicholas, don't prove me wrong. Please, Nicholas.
No, I'm not trying to say anything disrespectful, really.
Okay, I really hope not. I'm nervous. Go ahead. What do you want to ask me? Go ahead.
No, I was just asking about, okay, so like the all 9 months pro-choice.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's where, that's the only thing I was kind of going to ask about. So like you think up until like 9 months it's fine to have abortion?
No. What that means is that all 9 months, a person in the statement, we are pro-choice all 9 months because a woman deserves health care all 9 months throughout her pregnancy. Oh, that was scary.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my
I
God,
agree with that.
relax. What is the matter with people?
Healthcare all 9 months.
Oh my God, I was so nervous.
Okay, so you're not referring to abortion by saying pro-choice on that much.
Shmush-morshin.
Whatever we have to do to make
can't
sure
say abortion
that the
on
mother
TikTok.
lives.
You have to say shmush-morshin.
You know, there's a moderator in here that has shared her story. They saved her and the fetus, which now is her son. Intervention, abortion is just termination of pregnancy.
If you guys have a question, if I get on this live and you have a question, if I get on this live and you have a question, like let me know, super chat it, I'll prioritize it, whatever. Like let me know. I'll try and do my best to be as good faith about it as I can.
I don't know what you thought I was going to say, but I really had no idea.
We've heard some horrible churchish things before. No, that's all it means. It's just, you know, if your partner, you know, you and your partner decide to have, you know, a fetus, or, you know, as I go, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And let's just say 8 months in, you know, something happens, she's entitled to be able to health care to be able to deliver that via C-section.
Or induction.
It's so weird.
Induction. I always get that word wrong.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, that's all it means. Okay, Nicholas, I appreciate you. Thank you for being nice and not proving me right. Okay, I appreciate that. I'm going to drop you. Okay?
Okay, it was good talking to you.
It was good talking to you too. You're always welcome to come up, okay? I'm going to follow you, all right? And now that I followed you, I know that you are not going to be that person if you ever have conversations with me, that you are not going to do that to me. I'm going to drop you, okay, Nicholas?
All right, we'll see you later.
I was nervous.
That was actually a very productive conversation.
I got pizza. I'm sorry, because you know how many times they've done that to me?
Okay, maybe we'll find someone else. There might be a long line here.
Terrible. It's traumatizing. That was a W. I really felt like, why is that man? Listen, he's not coming up anymore.
I want to join.
That's now the third time he's come up, and not mean, spicy nice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, he came up and now he left on his own accord. Uncle, no more. Ale. Yeah, that was a good conversation. And I think he has good intentions. I think there's a lot of indoctrination. I think he has good intentions. I do.
He wasn't rude about it. That I can say.
He was willing to listen. He was respectful. All the things.
Been around people like that a long time, and debate is a regular
man. Okay, and he doesn't have kids.
And debate is a regular, so far, but I guess I need a TikTok for that.
All right. Hello, new guest. Go ahead and unmute your microphone.
Hello.
Hi. How old are you, please?
I'm 22.
What year were you born?
Fuck.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
How do you not know what you're
I want to clip that. That's
really?
So funny.
Do you really think that we are...
How old are you? 22? What year were you born? Fuck.
Canadian.
Hey, how you doing today?
Good. How old are you?
Hey, how you doing today?
Good. How old are you, please?
Oh, I'm a good age of 47.
Oh, okay. I'm glad that's a good age. Awesome. Do you have kids?
It's May and...
Yes, I do. Beautiful little girl, 11 years old.
Okay, cool. And are you pro-life or pro-choice?
That was too good.
Hello?
Yeah, that's really not that's really not up to me a lot of times. It's up to the woman. And that depends on where y'all relationship at and how y'all feel about bringing a life into the world together.
Okay.
But if she makes a choice without you, you don't really have a choice, though.
Yeah, okay. So it sounds like you're pro-choice.
Some people don't really need to have kids. Some people do want, and people that need them or deserve them, those are the ones I hope that, can adopt or either get a surrogate child. But there's a lot of people who have kids
surrogacy is a tough one.
Don't need to be parents.
Well, yeah, so that's why we want people to make their own choices, right? We don't want to
making your own choice sometimes isn't the best. You might need some help.
Yeah, but if we take the choice away from them and we force people to be parents across the board, taking away the access to abortion, then you're going to force shitty parents to be shitty parents, shitty people to be shitty.
It's a lot of people that's doing it for other ulterior motives, and I don't think they're looking at it from that aspect.
Right.
Especially when some women will get willingly get pregnant and know that the guy that they're having a child with isn't going to be the best dad, probably doesn't want any kids, and it's probably vocalized.
But what does that?
And you still have the child.
Okay, so what does that have to do with? What does that have to do with not wanting to let people have a choice for themselves? I don't understand why you would say that pro-life is better. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand.
Because it's on an individual basis, depending on the situation and the person, because everybody is different. But in some situations, I do believe, as a friend or family member, you should say something to somebody if you know they're not ready for the path ahead of them.
You do know that that's really kind of like an unsustainable suggestion.
Why?
I mean,
of course, because you still have the ability of free will.
No, you
but
don't.
as a friend or a family member, for me to at least give you an idea of what decision you're about to make, that should help, right?
No. No one should be allowed to make any decision for your bodily autonomy. And only a woman is the one that maintains pregnancy. So nobody's uncle, sister, brother, friend, niece, mom, dad is going to make a decision for my daughter. Not even
make a decision. It's just a conversation between two adults on what's real and what's make believe.
No.
That's all.
No. We're having a conversation about abortion.
Right.
Can I ask you what your pronouns are, please?
Oh God.
Corey. I am he.
Oh, so those are your pronouns, he, him?
I only go by Corey. I mean, I don't believe in pronouns other than the words you put in.
I knew that was coming. Tyler called it. I knew that was going to be the deciding factor. I think he was thinking, I don't appreciate him insinuating that he was giving transphobe vibes, and I'm really that shit pisses me the fuck off.
These people are so weak.
He's giving like, we have to make it a conversation because you might just, might be making the wrong decision. Kind of like how people love to, listen.
Oh, there was a funny, so I got kicked from a live. I was doing a live as I was driving around work today. And yeah, all I did, so this woman was being really disingenuous and like labeling pro-life people like super crazy and radical and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and because we were muted and she was just kind of announcing a couple of things. And then when she was done, I thought she was done. There was like kind of a long pause. So I said, I think it's kind of, it seems a little unfair how you're painting people who are pro-life. And I kind of said my spiel and then immediately kicked me like maybe 30 seconds in, like saying, and she's like, oh yeah, fucking don't fucking mansplain around here. And I was so nice the whole time. Like I wasn't being rude. I wasn't being mean, just completely just tossed me. I was like, what in the hell?
39 now.
How many children do you have?
I have 3.
Okay. Pro-life or pro-choice?
I'm pro-life.
Yeah, girl, get some.
I was 19 pregnant and I had my first child even though I was scared. And she's a happy 19-year-old now.
Okay, not the question I asked you. Who are you pro-life for?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I'm pro-life for children in the womb.
Okay, because
women can make it happen for the babies.
Anecdotal. Everything. Chat's like, oh, anecdotal. Everything in these debates. Here's the thing you got to remember about, like, when you're in debates like this, when you're talking with people on TikTok, if you ever do it, I know none of you will, but if for some reason you do, remember that all of what's being told on here is anecdotal. None of it is like very little of it is anything concrete or empirical. Everyone's telling their own story and being like, this is why it's good. None of it is empirical. It's all anecdotal. It's people telling their experiences. Totally valid. You had your experience, but it does not speak for the larger whole.
Moms that make it all the time.
No one cares about that. Not everybody needs to make the same decision that you did. So why do you care about what other women do?
Because it's murdering children.
Yes, Pac-Man.
I would love to keep you up and make a fool of you, but if you're going to use the M
They're
word,
making fools of
I'm not going to have a
themselves.
conversation. I would love to keep you up and make a fool of you. I really would. I'll just make this general. No, Deanna, just hang on a second. Mute your microphone, please.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. Don't be bitter that other women make better choices than you, and you have to sit with that. Yeah.
What?
Don't be bitter. Not everybody has to make the same shitty choices you did. Na 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 boo boo.
TikTok shop is awesome.
I have a feeling my time is going to be very short-lived on this debate when I finally get on. Just by the way.
Daughter has to. She's living a great life at 24. Living her best life. Viva la vulva. No kids. Maybe never. She owes me none.
Yeah, this host is awful. She is. That's why I'm sticking in here, because I want to do it. I want to say I did it.
Down your neck.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Where are my grandbabies? You owe us none. Yeah. Yeah. I went there. I say it all the time. Full chest. Anywho. Hi. Lil J.
Lil J. Lil J in the house.
I'm 28.
Yeah, dog. How are you? When were you born, cuz? Lil.
What?
None.
I couldn't understand what he was saying.
Oh my God.
I literally couldn't understand what he was saying. Next person, please.
I gotta be getting close.
Yeah. That side. Yeah. Yes. I need Claire for that. Next person, please. Ryan. The reason you see me every day is because you watch me. By the way, I just want to let y'all know, just a fun fact. I'm going to mute. Oh, sorry. I'm going to keep you muted just for a quick second. At the end of my live, I have the ability to see the analytics. My lives are watched by more men than women. So if you're mad because you see me and you're a man and you're asking me to block you, it's because you're watching me. Just to let you know. Yeah, it's like almost 60% men. So there's that. Anywho, hi, new guest. How old are you, please?
30. I'm 39.
Awesome. Do you have kids by chance?
I do. I have two beautiful little boys. 7 and 5.
Great.
Yep.
Great. Pro-life, pro-choice?
I guess I would say I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm leaning a little bit more pro-life, just because I think that it's important to value that life at all stages. But I do still think that there's times, within probably the first trimester that you could make the excuse that if there was a need, if we want to put it that way. But I just think the mentality that people should have What's that?
What's an excuse?
Like, I mean, I do, like I said, I know people have hardships, and I'm not totally, I don't know what it would be specifically, but I'm just saying that I do think that occasionally there could be times where someone might have a serious hardship that they need, that they can't do it. But
like
I would rather that people don't.
Like what?
I mean, I guess,
because why?
I guess in serious cases of like destitution, like if people were, destitute, that could be, you can't take care of your kids. Now there's a lot of social safety nets, but some of them are kind of hard to get through the loopholes. Obviously SA is totally an acceptable reason. Yeah, I mean, those are a couple.
Well, I love that you give us, ability to get healthcare when we're victimized. That's nice.
Well, no, I'm glad you brought that up, because I think there's a difference between healthcare. Obviously everyone needs, moms need healthcare when they're pregnant, because, there's a lot that can go wrong during pregnancy, but there is.
Really?
Well, yeah.
What kind of stuff can happen?
I mean,
like what kind of stuff can happen?
well, I mean, I can't list everything, but what I will do is speak from experience that my second child was born at 25 weeks, 2 days. He was a micro preemie. And so that is something that can really.
So let me stop right there. Hold on.
Sure.
Okay. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I can. Go ahead.
So can I ask? So your son was born at what week? I'm sorry, 25.
25 weeks, 2 days.
What was it?
25 weeks, 2 days.
25 weeks and 2 days. 25 weeks, 2 days. Perfect. And it was because there was complications with mom, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there like a huge delay? I feel like there's a big delay between us.
I don't think
there
so.
might be.
Oh, maybe. I hear you okay. Sorry if mine's weird.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, now that you're close to the phone. Okay, thank you. So at 25 weeks, what happened where she went to the doctor and something happened and medical intervention was needed to save whose life?
Everyone's. I mean, it was mainly the child. My wife was pretty okay,
yours.
but there was some risk because there was, there was part of the.
What do you mean by pretty okay?
I mean, my wife would have been way more. She would have been okay. There was certainly chance of complication with her, but it was mainly to save my son because he is. I mean, obviously given the gestational period, and then. Yeah, sorry, it looks like I have a poor connection. I apologize. I mean, I could give you the details of why.
I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
I'm just no. I don't want like all the details. I'm just trying to ask you clarifying questions, just so that you can. I'm trying to get this conversation to move along. I'm just trying to get clarifying questions so that you can answer them, and then we can move forward.
Sure.
Your wife had something happen at 25 weeks. And they intervened medically to save whose life? Whose life did they medically intervene to save? What was happening?
My child.
It's not complicated. You were okay. So what happened to your wife?
She was hospitalized.
What was happening to your son?
My wife was hospitalized because of some internal bleeding. She was losing amniotic fluid. And they were trying to keep her pregnant as long as possible because development at that stage, like a lot happens each day, but day to day and even week to week. So they were trying to keep her pregnant as long as possible because, like I said, they wanted him to go through as much time as like his lungs were underdeveloped, so they really needed weeks more. She went in the hospital at 24 weeks, came out.
We got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was bleeding internally. Yeah. Okay. So listen to the words that you're saying. You don't even have to say anymore.
Yeah, this is healthcare. Yes,
we
this
are
is
hearing
healthcare.
the words.
I'm not arguing that. I was in agreement with you on this.
They say.
Yeah, we're in agreement on this part. I agree that this is healthcare.
Okay, so why do you realize that what you and I just went through, what you and I just went through, you're expecting everybody to go through?
No,
this
definitely not.
conversation, how fucking painfully long. Yeah, no, you are. See, that's the thing. You prove this point to everyone, and this is exactly what is wanting to happen for us as we are trying to get healthcare. Literally, you had the hardest time articulating what happened to your wife as she almost unalived, and they had to medically intervene to save her and your son.
No,
and you had struggled to get the whole thing out. It took like 5 minutes for you to get out. I don't even deserve to know the situation. All that matters is that your wife's life was saved and they were able to save your son.
Yeah.
And we have people that are on the fence that don't realize that this story is so common, but people don't give a shit.
No, we're in agreement
and
on
here
this.
you are, and you said you're against it.
No.
Yeah, because it's your wife.
No. Listen, let me clarify again, just so you don't have to be angry. I am all for healthcare. What my wife experienced.
I'm not angry.
Okay. What my wife experienced was healthcare.
I'm passionate.
Okay. My wife.
Every abortion is healthcare.
My wife didn't get an abortion, though.
Every abortion is healthcare.
They delivered the child.
It is an abortion. It is, exactly. And you're going to talk to another mother who went through the same exact process, who went through the same abortion.
No, that's a delivery. They delivered the baby. My wife didn't abort the baby.
No. You need to stop because you don't know what you're talking about. You are wrong. You need to stop.
Okay. You
And
said
you're
someone's
gonna stay
coming?
muted.
Okay.
Raven, please.
Yeah, abortion is the termination of a pregnancy. It does not necessarily mean something is always unalived. So when your wife went through that situation, very similar to the situation I went through, that was an abortion. They had to terminate the pregnancy. And in your wife's case, and in my case, to save both of us. Otherwise, people would have been unalived. That's what abortion means. Terminating a pregnancy. Had they not performed that, from what you're saying, the fetus and your wife would have unalived. And in many states, that's what is happening right now.
Is it okay?
Oh, you don't know. I don't.
Oh, go ahead.
Abortion is just abortion is the termination of a pregnancy, including not limited to C-section and induction. At this day and age, I mean, I really would hope that, doctors and I don't know, maybe coding shouldn't be such a secret anymore. It really shouldn't be a secret. It really shouldn't, because it's so counterintuitive to how people are advocating for keeping abortion legal and why we should have access to this healthcare, because it's literally an umbrella term. It is not always unaliving a fetus. They literally performed a C-section on your wife to save her life, including the fetus, which is now your son, who now is here alive with your wife because she had an abortion. Fact, point blank end. Yeah, healthy, alive. Yeah. And thank God, right? And there are states that don't want to do that for her and don't care.
Yeah, I think government has a lot of this crap wrong.
And that's why you should. What'd you say?
I said I think government has.
What did you say?
I said I think the government has a lot of this stuff wrong. I don't trust politicians as far as I can throw them. I don't think anyone should, quite honestly. So I don't think what politicians legislate means it's right or not. I think, again, going back to what I originally said, I think that there's tenets of pro-life that are important to just, if we're able to respect life at all stages, adult, zygote, adolescence, however, all the stages, like you learn to treat people a little bit differently.
What tenet of pro-life? What tenet of pro-life are we supposed to respect?
Like I'm saying, so let's go back to
which one of pro-life? Which one?
Pro-life.
Tell me. I didn't know this.
So let's just take, for example,
is the absence of choice.
I'm sorry, what was that, Raven?
Pro-life is the absence of choice.
No, I don't think so necessarily.
They're taking away the choice.
I think
That's really what it means. That's what they are trying to legislate.
The fact that you think that they're not doing that is terrible. Pro-life is the absence of choice. Please.
The Shag, I'm not asking any other information. Are you in a blue state or are you in a red state?
It's pretty mixed. I'm in Utah. We're pretty mixed now. It's depending on where you are.
So you're in a swing state. So states like mine, Florida, right now we have a 6-week abortion ban. Like, that is it. That as far as that they will go is 6 weeks.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if it's a grape, doesn't matter if it's, anything of that nature. It has, after it passes that 6-week mark, it is up to the judge and the politicians to decide whether or not the woman receives health care. That's what we're fighting for as pro-choice.
Yeah, I think that's wrong.
Pro-choice pro-life doesn't necessarily mean to unalive a child at 9 months.
Good, yeah.
That all it's saying is that we have the option to be able to receive health care all 9 months. That's what we're fighting for. That's what I'm fighting for from my nieces. That's what I'm fighting for from my nephew. That's what Mouse is fighting for. This is what we're trying to say.
Anna, can everybody go on mute, please?
Sorry.
Can everybody mute, please, for me? Paula,
Yes.
how old are you?
52.
How many kids do you have?
3. 11.
Who are you?
11.
Who are you?
11 grandchildren.
Good for you. Who are you pro-life for, Paula?
All infants, all babies.
All babies?
Every stage.
Yeah, really?
Based.
Why do you care about more? I mean, you could care about the fetuses. You don't care about those, or
yeah.
Which one? Okay.
Yeah, I care about all.
Oh, okay. So
What I'll say real quick is they brought up about 5 people and they've made us mute. So I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to talk.
Huh?
I honestly don't. And I don't think that.
I saw your comments. You said you were glad that they're getting rid of the ability to get rid of abortions. So why is
when
that,
does responsibility come into play? When does that come into play?
Paula, getting an abortion is being responsible.
No, it's
Instead of
not.
yeah, it is actually. It is
Tried
being
before.
responsible instead of bringing in, instead of actually forcing yourself to be a shitty mom. That's what being responsible is when you get pregnant and you're not ready to be a mom, you don't force yourself, and then you're not a shitty mom. That's how that works, Paula.
No.
So again, who are you pro-life for, Paula? Please don't interrupt me. Who are you pro-life for, Paula? You can go ahead and unmute your microphone. I'm dying to know. Go ahead, Paula.
I am pro-life for a human child.
A human child.
Yeah.
I am pro-life for those kids too, making sure they have lunches at school, extra, scarves during the winter. I'm pro-life for those too. We're talking about what goes on in other women's bodies. Why do you care?
I don't care what you do to your own body, but that child is a separate
It's not a
entity
child.
from you.
It's not separate. It's inside
It's
of my
human.
body.
Yes, I know your generation likes
It's my generation, honey. I'm 52. I'm fucking 52.
You don't sound like it. You sound very immature for your age.
Good. That's a compliment.
I know. I sound stupid.
That's a compliment. That's a compliment. Good. I'm glad. I am wiser and I sound younger. Kudos me. Win mouse. Fantastic. The fact that you at 52 don't get it and you're calling them children when they're fetuses
A
is
fetus,
weird.
a child,
So
a human, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's actually a fetus. It's actually a clump of cells. So why do you care about other things that are going on with other people's bodies, Paula? Tell me. I'm dying to know.
Kill my child.
Oh, shocking.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Stop.
Are you positively sure?
Stop muting me. Stop muting me. Stop muting me.
Oh, there she goes. Showing now. Paula.
L for Paula.
Yeah, L for Paula for being a super asshole. Yeah, pretty much.
Paula.
Yeah, definitely.
I just want to point out what Paula is saying.
I hope that your 11 grandchildren, the ones that are girls or women, I hope that if they need abortions, they don't come to you and ask you what they should do, because you're just going to make them feel like shit if they feel like what they need to do.
Shag, I just wanted to point out what Paula was saying could have potentially unalived your wife and myself.
Yeah, literally.
Doctors consulting lawyers before they act.
I'm not. Just so you know, I think we're in agreement. I don't want politicians. Like, politicians don't understand this stuff. I know there's some part of them that thinks that they're doing good work, but I don't think most of them understand what it is they're doing. Like the 6-week law, I'm not for that. So please don't misrepresent my position on it. like I said, I'm pretty kind of flexible on the pro-choice in the first trimester area, but again, I think it's important for people to abstain until they're really ready to have kids, because engaging in sexual activity. Hold on. Let me just finish my point. Let me just finish my point, and then you can ask, of course. There's nothing wrong with.
Your point is.
We know what your point is.
Oh, are you sure? Or are you just?
I hate to tell you this. We really do, though, because listen, I hate to tell you this, and this is not meant. Listen, take this however you want. I literally do this every day.
Yeah.
Every morning, I'm advocating for bodily autonomy for women. I've been doing this for 3 years. I know exactly what you're going to say. Why? Why does it matter to you what other women do with their bodies? Why do you feel the need to insert restrictions on healthcare? What does it matter to you?
No, it doesn't.
Get it.
Let me explain. So it doesn't.
Why do you feel the need?
So it doesn't. And let me explain, and uninterrupted, if I may. These conversations are productive in a lot of ways, because they allow people to hear opinions that they might not like. I am not forcing anything on anyone else. People can tune me out if they want. I might have something good to say. I might not. You guys all have your opinions on it. That's totally fine. But somewhere down the line, someone might hear something I say or something that you might say, and it might change their mind on it. This is what open, respectful discourse is all about. No one's experts in this. Everyone has their own experiences, and that's what we're communicating. No one's sharing empirical data on this stuff, and that's totally fine. But the point is, what?
Yeah,
the point is,
we do have experience on that.
I know you. I said you had experience.
I muted you for a reason.
This dumb bitch, bro. Are you fucking kidding me?
On it, and you don't.
And
we actually do have experience in that. And you.
I just said you
don't.
did.
You physically have.
These people are idiots.
And we also actually do have the data, Shag. We have the data that shows that teaching abstinence, pushing abstinence, like Texas does as their curriculum, raises the abortion rate. It also raises the number of minor pregnancies. So that's not helping the goal that you're trying to achieve. And we have the data to back that up.
Wait, can you just, Raven, will you explain that real quick?
The majority of abortions? And who did we say the majority of abortions are being had? 50%, over 50% of abortions are married couples, failed contraceptives. Married couples, failed contraceptives. So you want them to not have intercourse?
No, well, no.
Okay.
I guess I would ask why.
Oh, wow. Okay, I guess.
No, I would ask why are married couple are they not? That seems weird to me. I would want to explore why it is that they feel that they need to end a pregnancy.
Because maybe they just don't want to have any more children.
God, why do you feel?
Not everyone is 19 kids and counting.
I'm not. I would never ever tell anyone to have 19 kids.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I did have a question, because you said that you were like kind of okay with like the whole abortion thing in the first trimester, but like after that it got kind of dicey for you. So with the way that pregnancies and C-sections and inductions and things like that matter are coded, and they are technically coded as abortions, and with the way that laws are going, you do realize that your stance would have prevented your wife from getting the health care she needed to save your child.
Again, that is that's a politics thing, and I think that's wrong.
I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm being sincere.
I know. And that's
sincere.
Yes, no, I know, and that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of stuff, and I've talked about this with people before. The coded stuff is something that needs to change, because there are instances where things are needed because they're medical necessities, and that could like really harm the mother and the child, obviously. But what I'm talking about is just it's the stuff that's elective, in that it's a procedure out of inconvenience. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Yeah, the inconvenience one. Yeah, yes. For sure. Of course, because mental health is inconvenient.
No. That's no. Again,
oh, cool. Okay.
No.
Like legitimate, right. No. But no. I mean, and I'm not trying to be an asshole to you. I'm just like, people say people have abortions out of inconvenience, and what people I really think fail to realize is, one, how expensive they are, 2, don't understand that they're not covered by insurance. 3, with the way that laws are set up, most people have to travel out of state to get abortions. I don't know about you, but I can't travel out of state to go on vacation. Well, I mean, I personally can. But the majority of people can't just travel out of state to go on vacation, let alone for a medical procedure. So it's not like these are just convenient things that people are just having and it's just happening all of the time. Like, it's not like something that they do. It's not convenient. Abortions are not convenient.
No, yeah. I'm
being
saying
unprepared and making a responsible decision to not bring a child into an unprepared home is probably the best decision that you could make as a parent.
We have 11 people that are wanting to come up here. I'm not going to take any more guests until we get to 50K likes, period. We're going to sit here and keep talking and not bring up any more guests until we get to 50K, because this is ridiculous. Sorry, I'm not doing it. So sorry to interrupt that.
no. I mean, I guess the convenience thing for me is more of a like. I know it's inconvenient to get an abortion. There's no doubt about it. I don't wish it on anyone. Pregnancies are tough. I watched my wife go through 2 tough ones, one extremely hard one. I don't pretend to know what it was like. I know that we're doing well now, but obviously everyone deals with things differently. Mental health 100% matters. Yeah. And I think that's something else that people have to consider when they're thinking about family planning and they're doing all this stuff, because it matters. If you suffer with mental health struggles, then, understand that this stuff it could go sideways.
So why can't abortion be wrapped into family planning? Why can't abortion be part of family planning?
I just don't, because I don't
think
you
struggle with mental health and you accidentally get pregnant, why would you bring a child into that?
I don't think that it should be funded by taxpayers. That's wrong. If you want one, then you got to pay for one. It's just like what's that?
Not.
It's not. The amendment, no tax dollars can go towards that procedure.
Tax dollars don't go to abortions, and although Planned Parenthood may receive money from tax dollars, the tax dollars that they receive do not go to fund abortions. Abortions are all paid out of pocket.
Okay, I would have to look at that too. If that's right, I stand corrected.
30 cents in tax dollars going towards abortions would not be illegal anyway.
Yeah, do you see how important it is to jump in and clear up misinformation? Because literally, for the 2 seconds someone comes in
I'm
here
willing to concede
and they hear
that.
you say, "Well, my tax dollars are paying for it."
Okay,
well, yeah,
I'm willing to
that's why
concede
we're
that.
constantly having to jump in and help people.
I'm willing to concede that. Sorry.
I just think it's wild. I would love to meet a woman. I would love to meet a woman that said, "Yeah, I had an abortion because it was convenient." I've never met one. I'm 52. Never met one. I've met so many women that have had abortions. Not one on my children.
You're misrepresenting what I said again.
On my unalived mother's ashes.
You're missing the what I mean. What I mean is okay, listen though. Let me clarify, because this is how discussions work. So I want you to understand what I mean. Okay? I want you to understand what I mean.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on. That's fine. You can go ahead and explain what you mean, but you've been using the word people do it, women do it, convenience for the last 10 minutes. So this now is you trying to go back and some collateral damage that you've done, because I pointed out to you that one that you use is
No, but I wanted, because I was trying to correct when Miss Psyche was talking, or Paycheck. Sorry, I thought it said Psyche. I was trying to clarify when she said it, but I just want to make sure you understand what I mean. Abortion out of convenience means that the pregnancy for the mom is going to be inconvenient for her, so that she needs to end it. That is what I mean by an abortion by convenience. That is what I know it's not convenient. But what I'm saying is that the mom thinks, "Oh my God, I'm inconvenienced by this. I can't do it. I'm just getting rid of it." And and
the problem with that.
What's that?
Driving in the rain's inconvenient for me, so I get somebody to deliver my groceries.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. Well, I'm not going to.
We live in a society. we live in a society that has created jobs to curb our appetite of being inconvenienced.
Yeah, and I think there's
DoorDash was created out of inconvenience.
Yep, and I do think that there's to our detriment. To our detriment.
No, people have jobs now.
Yes,
people
but
who didn't have jobs have jobs.
Yeah, but
and I don't have to leave my house when it's raining to get.
So the counter argument is that less people know how to feed themselves properly, get food, make their own food. I think there's a fallout from that, and they're lazy.
That's not my issue. I can cook, and I have a full-time job. I'm not lazy.
No, I didn't say you were lazy. I'm saying that the creation of DoorDash has a fallout.
I know, but like I'm saying, create DoorDash.
Yeah, and you haven't
to fill people's inconvenience. It still doesn't affect me.
Right.
I could really care less how it affects other people.
I know.
Just like with the creation and of abortions.
Yeah.
I could care less how it affects other people.
Well, I think it's
you
important.
having a remote control in your hand instead of getting.
Sorry.
You think it's important to tell me that I can't have an abortion because I don't want to be a mom?
No. I won't tell you what to do. You can do whatever you want, and everyone can. I think it's important to consider that there might be a better option.
Telling people what to do, and the way you vote will tell people what to do. So you are, in a roundabout way, telling me what to do.
No, you can't. You can't lay that at people's feet. That's disingenuous.
I can lay it at your feet. I can exactly lay it at your feet. No, I definitely can. Because if you're voting against the bodily autonomy of women, then you are in turn telling me what I can and cannot do with my body if the person that you voted for wins the election.
I'm telling you that you should.
I can 100% lay the fact that I cannot do something with my body at your feet because you're the one that voted for them.
I'm saying
blame you for that.
I am saying that you should consider the life that is independent from yours as well.
But the life's not independent from mine. If it wasn't inside of me, it wouldn't live.
Yeah, but it's a unique genetic code that's not yours.
It needs me. If I'm pregnant and I don't eat, the baby will not live because the baby, I'll call it a baby for you. If I don't eat when I'm pregnant, the little fetus, the baby inside of me, will not survive.
What do you think will happen to
you?
you?
Won't get nothing from me. So it 100% needs me. So it belongs to me. It needs me. It is my property.
Yeah, that child will need you far after. I mean, I'm sure you're a mom. The child will need you far after pregnancy as well. Like, I mean, what's the point?
Of course. And when that happens, then it will be taken care of. But if I am 7 weeks pregnant and I do not feel as though it is a good time to have a child brought into my life for whatever reason, then I'm gonna eat the feed.
That's rough, man. That's rough. Like I think that's it's a very flippant way of going about something that's so sacred and great.
Almost unalive when they had me.
What's that?
So it's not like I haven't been through traumatic stuff. My mother almost unalived, and my sister has had 3 premature children. So I've been there in the hospital and looked at the little baby that's the size of your palm in the incubator.
Yeah, me too.
So it has nothing to do with the experience. Yeah, I've been there and I've seen it. And I've seen the miracle of life. And if you're not ready for that, you're not ready for the stress and the trauma of looking at a baby in an incubator, then you probably should have the abortion.
There's, man, like it's
Yeah, let's
Go ahead, what?
It's not your lane.
Are you sorry? Are you
How is it?
Like,
I mean, it's
upset that I'm like so cut and dry.
No. I mean, no, it's not. I'm not upset. I just, again, I think people, when you're so flippant about life, about the sanctity of life and how like what a miracle it is.
Throw the baby in.
I haven't done that to you. I don't know why you're.
I can't believe she would throw the baby in there.
Well, it's crazy that you put on us that it's like a miracle of life.
This is kind of what they look like right here, actually. Nothing.
It's
I don't know if you were
put
here,
in
but I
like,
had a
the
preemie, so I know what
the
they look
miracle
like.
of life. What made you-
I was here. I heard 25 weeks and something, couple of days.
There you go.
And your wife was losing blood, amniotic fluid. I heard the whole story.
But I don't know what I'm talking about, I guess.
People have the same story.
I did, and I am so sorry that happened, and I am so happy that your children are well and healthy and that your wife is okay. And that is the reason why we all need to have access to health care.
Yes,
because if that was to happen right now, depending on what state you're in, it might not have worked out in your favor.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And
I
that's
didn't
why
disagree
the
with
rhetoric that you're speaking about is very, very dangerous.
Yeah, and so I didn't disagree with you on the healthcare thing.
Because you're sitting here and you're saying, I don't know, depending on a certain time, this, that, and the other. Well, that certain time would have been the specific time that your wife needed it and may not have been able to get it.
No, but we weren't in disagreement.
Right now, she wouldn't be able to get it.
We weren't in disagreement about healthcare. What we're in disagreement about is the definition of abortion. I don't believe that, like, how people use it. And when you talk about, like, when I talk to my wife about abortion, like, it's ending a pregnancy in the removal of fetal tissue, not giving birth. She gave birth. She did not have an abortion. And you can debate that all you want. We can debate that all you want, I guess. But that's just what happened. That's the reality of it. People say always that my wife gave birth to 2 kids. There's not one birth and an abortion.
Well, of course.
So
of course, they're not going to say that. But when she goes and looks at her paperwork, well, yeah, I mean, of course, no one's going to say that to her. Why would they?
You just said it was that.
I mean, that's the procedure.
No,
because
it is
labeled as that.
That is what it is, but that's not what people are going to come up to her and say. Why would they say that to her? But you have to be realistic, but that's what it was. I mean, if you can be in denial all you want because that's your stance. I mean, it's okay. It's okay, but you can't be like, well, I'm just going to be in denial because I just don't want to say it's going to work. I mean, like, okay, well, just deny truth. Okay, well, that's fine. But it is what it is. I know Penny's been waiting to ask you a couple of questions. So go ahead, Penny. Unmute your microphone.
Thanks. I don't like interrupting, so I was like trying to wait to jump in, and every time someone would say something, I was like, "Damn!" So I just kept waiting, basically. So I was wondering, Shag, you say you're pro-life, but you don't trust politicians as far as you can throw them. Now that's contradicting AF because literally being pro-life is legislating a woman's body and telling not just women, but the fathers of those babies or fetuses, whatever you want to call it, telling them what they are going to do if something were to happen for, the worse. So, and I want to ask you, really, I want to ask you, wait, I'm not done. I want to ask you, really, you say you can't trust politicians. Why is it that you cannot trust women and their doctors to make choices for themselves? And let me also say, if I am a woman and I do not want children, I shouldn't be forced to because you are now punishing me through motherhood. Imagine 100 years from now, when after Handmaid's Tale, right? Imagine 100 years from now, and how all these young girls are going to look at being a mother. They are going to be disgusted because they are forced to do something that they didn't have a choice in to begin with. And I really want you also to know that you personally cannot be pro-life, as you say. Can you have a say-so in, like, when you start dating a woman and be like, hey, this makes me uncomfortable? Yes. But ultimately, you personally cannot be pro-life. Only uterus holders can be pro-life because it's their body to maintain that pregnancy with. So I really just advise you to think why you have this internalized misogyny and demonization for women and them having a control over their own decisions and their own lives.
What I will say is watching my wife become the most beautiful person on the planet and in flowering into motherhood has been one of the best experiences of my life. So I don't think that anyone's suffering from motherhood when it comes down to it. And then 2, if I were to kind of place myself politically, I am way more libertarian than anything. So again, I don't care essentially what people do. I find
the
that
fact that you watched her turn beautiful and she wasn't already.
Oh no, it was an
that
exponential
way,
gain
but,
on what she already was. If you want me to be very specific, because I know you like to play these games.
It's wild.
No, you're being manipulative of my language. So
yeah, because in reality, like, it was beautiful to her because she chose to be a mother. Why would forced pregnancy something you have no idea what it's like, pregnancy alone when you want to have a baby. You don't know what being forced to have children is like. So how dare you sit here and say that you're pro-life, but it's not even gonna affect you?
You're misrepresenting what I said,
Like,
though. I
if
didn't
someone
say
is
I was pro-life. I said I was
selfish-
somewhere in between.
Now listen, no, I didn't. You came in here and said you came in here and said you were pro-life.
And also pro-choice in
Did
the
you
first
not?
trimester. Please get
Pro-life
it right.
means you can't be both.
Why can't
You
I?
be both.
Bro, you can't be both.
Wait,
Pro-choice
so
means
is
that
life
you
just
don't
black
put
and white?
any legislation. It means that you do not sit there and say, "Oh, it's okay up to this point." No, that's what I'm saying. There
It's
are so
one
much
or the other,
circumstances,
bro.
dude.
It's one
Think
or-
about it. There are so many circumstances. Yeah, you can't sit there and look at a pregnant woman and say, "You know what? I think you should have that baby." And guess what? You didn't know, but she just got married a few months ago and she's been celebrating and drinking, and now that baby has fetal alcohol syndrome because of you.
I mean,
Wait,
I
what?
asked
Example.
Penny, were
You mean
here.
someone
Yeah,
choosing to poison their child is my fault? That's awful. I have nothing to do with that. And don't ever.
Well, what if
Someone
know?
who did
What if
not
she
know
didn't
they were pregnant and they got an abortion
know
because
she
they
was
found out now. Yeah, she didn't know she was
Synonyms for
pregnant until
abortion
8 weeks
are-
in, and she was celebrating her marriage.
There's a synonym for abortion called
Sorry.
dropping. I think that we should refer to them as dropping now. Dropping, calling off, repeal, revocation, rescission, cancellation, calling off, abandonment, cancellation.
Is eviction notice on there?
It's not, unfortunately.
Damn it.
It's cute. It's kind of funny,
Merriam-Webster.
but you know.
I think we should call them pregnancy cancellations. Then people maybe won't be so upset. Cancel everything.
I just like to kind of clarify with Penny. Like I don't want you guys to misrepresent my position here, because I want people to do as someone who's libertarian.
You're okay with it in the first trimester. After
As someone who is way more libertarian, I don't really care. I want people to do I want people to do as they wish, and I want government to stay out of it. But I find value. I find a lot of value.
the word choice are just
You know, for people who accuse men of mansplaining, I haven't really been able to get a thought out edgewise. Men of oh, dunked on. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, chat. That was it.
people that accuse men of causing all pregnancies.
Shut up, you. Oh my God.
It's crazy. All these men will come up in here, and you know what I hear a lot? I hear a lot of me. I was able to have a miserable teen pregnancy because my parents told me I didn't have a
These fucking people, dude. I can't. That was just a matter of time. That was literally a matter of time. Honestly, I've been on borrowed time for probably the past, how long have we been live? I've been on borrowed time for the past probably half an hour. Dude, that was unreal. Bro, these, like, seriously? So these people will sit there and call out toxic masculinity, right? They call it toxic masculinity, and say that, oh, this guy's gonna start mansplaining now. He's gonna mansplain. And as soon as I start talking, trying to be totally middle ground and be like nice, they come at she's just fucking John in the background. Yeah, $5 from Arkansas. How the fuck do you do this? It's impressive and painful. Yo, thanks for the 5 spot. Yeah, I'm glad that worked. I totally got that sound to work, right? Shags got banned. I just got kicked. They didn't ban me. I don't like. I just can't do it, man. I can't. Well, I can do it. It's fine. Like it's totally disingenuous. They keep misrepresenting my positions, on things. It's just wild. They totally misrepresent my positions on everything. And it gets tiring. Right. And I was like, and I totally agreed with them. I said, I agree. I said, what my wife received and my child received was totally healthcare. Like, okay, I want to look up the definition of abortion. What is the definition of abortion? No, I'm not going to do another one today. I don't have the time. So key points. Abortion is the removal of pregnancy tissue, products of conception, or the fetus and placenta from the uterus. It can be spontaneous or intentional, with the latter being a medical procedure. The term fetus is used after 8 weeks of pregnancy, while pregnancy tissue and products of conception refer to the tissue produced by the union of the sperm and the egg before 8 weeks. Ooh, we gonna save that money. We got. Who's here? Who that? Who did it? Hey, Metastep for 14 months says watching this is like a car wreck. I agree. Professor Savage Dad for 5 says, what are your pronouns? I don't know how you stayed in the octagon with that so long. This might be one of the hardest ones to listen to. Oh yeah, and don't worry, we're putting together a full video that's going to really kind of expose the hypocrisy of these debates and how bad faith they are in the long run. So, yo, thank you so much, Professor Savage Dad. Thank you, Metastep, for continuing to be a member. Thank you, Ark. Y'all are fucking legends. Appreciate you. It's difficult, but that's the point. The point of all this is that people have to realize that it's okay to have a position that's counter to what you believe. You can listen to it and you don't have to believe it. You don't have to believe it. So when someone says to me, oh, you can't be this and you can't be that, it's a total negation of reality. And I'll put it as simply as I possibly can. I'm going to put a fucking stream marker in here so I can remember this. When you go to a museum, an art museum, you look at all the art on the walls, you see some of the most beautiful artwork on the planet. What makes this art so beautiful is the gradations of color in them, not the solid black and white. Our world has depth. Our art has depth. That is what makes everything so beautiful. Not this, oh, if you're this, then you're that. This hard line BS. You need to keep an open mind when it comes to this subject matter. You need to be able to listen to what's going on because, again, I may have gotten something wrong in there. Okay, I can learn next time. So maybe Planned Parenthood doesn't get any money from tax dollars. Awesome. Hey, yo, King Deplorables has been a member for 7 months. The respectable gent says, I pray that I have the patience you do one day. Thanks, man. And Ryan Thomas for $4.99 says, just watched on TikTok. All I can say is you earned a follow, a subscription, and some money from me doing God's work. They need help, period. Yo, Ryan Thomas, you, sir, are the fucking go. I appreciate you. You saw me on TikTok and then came all the way here to find me? For real? Well, I appreciate you, man. I really do. That's fucking awesome. That's dope. Thank you. Anwell, what's going on? He's over on Twitch. Anwell's over on Twitch, says, way too long, but hope you've been well. Life has been lifing, and I have just little time to say hi. Been listening while I do stuff. Glad to be here nonetheless. Appreciate you, dude. No, that's awesome. Thank you, Ryan Thomas. Appreciate you. Found you. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I never know if people know what I'm doing, but I could. Yeah, man, that was rough. That was rough. Guys, if you're not in the Discord, make sure you join the Discord. We are building a community in our Discord. We are talking about stuff. We are doing big things. We're trying to go to the moon. What up, DJ Ronnie G? What's up, brother? Oh man, yeah, that was hard. That was hard. Hey, you know what though? Maybe that was wrong of me to say what I said at the end, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't know what else to say. Like you can't, like when you steamroll people in chat, like that girl in there, her name was like Miss Paycheck or some shit. And she just kept, I would talk, so she would say something and I was trying to respond in good faith and she would just like keep John in the background. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? RS88 Fabrication, what's going on? We love finding new people. It's fucking awesome. We appreciate you, dude. Shags offers spicy beard pics for new members. Easy new members right there. Yeah, man. You said something much nicer than I would have said. What? They pointed out how empty the mansplaining thing is when they're hypocritical with it all the time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like she certainly sounded very young. I would say 17, 18 tops. 17 or 18 tops. Someone donated to me on that. Sometimes I get a bunch of followers from those. I have a new message request. Oh, maybe that's you. Are you Vikes doing God's work, brother? They are lost and hopefully find a way out. Very sad about how confrontational and divisive they were towards you. I listened for a good 20 minutes and all they did was try to twist your words into different scenarios and misrepresent what you said. It's a sad time we're in. Yeah, it really is, man. Yo, what up, Shadow Warden? Oh, she was so bad. It was like cringe to listen to her. So cringe. Like, that's why I stayed in there. I stayed in there because I was like, I really want to see what this woman like has to say to me. And I thought that I would be gone way before. Shags only beards. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like, I should start a parody fucking a parody OnlyFans and just have it be beard pics and see if anyone subscribes. Just be a bunch of women. Yeah, smash the leg, babies. Let's go. We got 17 here. What do we got? How many likes do we got? How many likes we got, y'all? We got 23 likes. Let's get to 25. Let's get to 25 likes. We got this. Easy. Ark will sign up quickly. Yeah. Like, I want a beard like that one day. I try, and Ryan Thomas, I try and do these occasionally. I'll hop on here and do a debate or two. Today is just going to be one. I'll sub and I'll post beard pics. Flood would be your highest donor on your Beard OnlyFans for no cap. Oh God, not critical AF. Doing that and being pro-life is hypocritical AF. But what if I am just a guy that likes his sister? I hate this world we're in. Hate it. No more new guests until 25. When I blow dry my beard, it stretches out, but it's not quite that long. Oh yeah, boy. Oh, yeah, boy. Every now and then, I'll do it like once a week. I'll blow dry it. You do plan on making an OnlyFans page for your turtles? You should, dude. You should. Feels like my beard won't ever be that long. Today was a good one. I got to say, y'all, today was a good live stream. My head shrank. That's the Ricada face. Shadow Warden. That's the Ricada face. I think this is the dwarf face. Oh, How dare you? Ah. It's fucking bullshit. All these dumb Zoomers. No respect. No respect at all. I don't know. We just having fun, y'all. We just having fun. Definitely one of the better streams, though. For sure. Dude, it's fucking awesome that we got someone from TikTok to come over here, though. Like, I just assume nobody knows what I'm doing. And I think it's really cool that Ryan came here. So kudos to you, dude. That's really cool of you. Do it, Shadow Warden. Throw it in Discord. Shadow Warden, throw it in Discord. Oh, man. I don't think we're going to get this fucking roof. I need to install the new turtle cam that I ordered for live streaming action. Let's see. But yeah, things have, dude, y'all have been fucking awesome for coming in. Where? Okay, it is just jumping in there. Thank you guys for jumping in. Which one did I just? Turn that off. Yes, put the mommy clip in Discord. You actually have it? Do it. Do it. We don't, let's see, tonight, there's no interview. There's no Ready, Set, Shag tonight on the channel. We will, I think I'm just gonna be chilling tonight. I gotta have a meeting with all the cool kids, with all the admins. Leonard, go back and watch the debate. Go back and watch the debate. It's good. I appreciate everyone for hanging out, but yeah, tonight I'm just gonna be chilling. I gotta hang with the mod crew for a little bit, talk business. We will be restarting. I have a debate. I have a discussion Monday for Ready, Set, Shag 44. We're talking with Tony the Frog. He's part of the Rippaverse anti crowd, and that should be interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Oh my God, that was so weird, King. That was so weird that they would say shit like that. So I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. But I gotta go clip that thing out. I gotta get these clips ready. There's so much good content. Was the sound good? Because you guys hear everyone really well. That's the only thing I worry about with the soundboard and everything, was that you couldn't hear it very well. But yep, Klobby is gone. May God rest his soul. Yeah, thank you guys. That's gonna do it. Thank you, Flawed, for coming and hanging out. Flawed, if you guys aren't supporting Flawed right now, get over to his YouTube, subscribe over there, subscribe to his locals, do all that shit. Professor Savage Dad, thanks for hanging out. Metastep, DJ Ronnie G, RS88 Fabrication, King Deplorables, Arcasul, Ryan Thomas, Shadow Warden, Nasmer. Who else we got? Who else was here today? Pac-Man has been here all day. Thank you, dude. Leonard Ghostal, thank you so much. Nuclear has been here. Metastep, dude, of course. Metastep's been here. Whoops. But yeah, wife's calling, so I got to end the stream. Y'all have a good day. See you guys next time. Love y'all.
I like to put stuff online.
Hello? Hello? Oh, I was just listening to some on the... I just...